Hello and welcome to the Musicals with Cheese bonus episode, Make Me a Musical. I'm here with Andrew DeWolf, and we have an
Hello.
extra special guest.
We always have special guests. Who we have this
We
time,
do.
Jess?
Oh my goodness. From the brand new As You Like It, it's Amy Frances Quint!
That's me.
She's waving. I love that she waved because this is an audio format.
Hey, we can see each other, so
I'm
the
committed.
audience can tell.
Amy, thank you for joining us. I hope you're in for a fun time because we did kind of throw you to the wolves right now.
Hey, you know what? The first rule of improv is the answer is always yes, right? So...
Yes, I mean, yes. Improv alone, of course. So today, what are we gonna make into a musical based on just what you brought in? You have props, so if you're
I have
not
A little
props.
context. We have a lot of props here. We have
We have-
I have
looks
a,
like
I
lot
have
of
a special
hats.
guest of my own,
oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
and her name is Caticorn. And I understand you can't see us, so I'm going to have to describe her for you.
Yes, please.
She is magical. She is pastel and tie-dye. She is a kitty with a sparkly horn and a very floofy tail. And this is what my 6-year-old daughter lives for. All Caticorn, all the time. She has many friends. She is the star of everything that happens in my house.
It sounds
Okay.
like you may have already made a musical, and we're just
Yes.
gonna hear it at this point.
Well, she did make a short film about this. My 6-year-old was commissioned to make a short film, and this
That
is what
is
she wrote about. So
incredible, absolutely incredible. So it's Caticorn the musical. It
The
does
most
musical.
unique doll I've ever seen, or stuffed animal I've ever seen.
Sincerely, like when we were kids, it was just Barney. Everyone had Barney, but now we have these actual creative choices out here.
much better.
I
Oh,
don't even know where you
100%.
get it. Where do you get a Caticorn? Where did you find this?
It's a little boutique called Amazon. You may
I've
have
never
heard of it.
I guess everything's
it
on
up.
Amazon, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
believe they have a web presence.
I think my friend Jeff works there.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff, yeah. I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's having some
He
hair
lives in
issues.
space now, right?
But Caticorn the musical. Do we have a name for the Caticorn? Our lead character.
Her name
Caticorns.
is Silver Tongue Flooftail.
Silver Tongue Flooftail. This
That's
is gonna
better,
be.
I suppose.
It's better than almost any name in Cats the musical, so I'm willing to go with it.
I think Caticorn will replace Cats now that
Yes.
it
Yes.
needs a replacement. So
Well, let's see. Is this going to be a proper narrative, or is it going to be a series of vignettes with different Caticorns? Because we do have a lot of Caticorns sitting there with you.
We do have. Well, yes. We also have
I think the
Permaid.
rest are
Oh, a perm. Oh my gosh.
So
So
I feel
Caticorn.
like it should be like all of
Permaid.
her friends and magical creatures.
Oh, okay. I love this.
Maybe
All
we
right.
take the Cats template where they all kind of have their big showstopper, and then
I
something
am-
really weird happens, like the cat ascends to heaven and is reborn.
Well, no, they get. Wait. They don't even touch on the non-live section of that in Cats, so maybe that's like we'll lean into. They turn
Ooh,
into-
I like
Oh,
9 lives. Maybe
Caticorn
he
has
starts
9
as this and
lives?
then comes back as like the stripy cat.
Yes, it is the 9 different lives of
Of
Caticorn,
Caticorn.
and every
love
time it's a new experience. All right, that is our structure. This is going to be a little bit more experimental of a musical, but I'm into it. So we start with Caticorn. What
Yes.
is the life of the first Caticorn?
I think she has to come down from space,
Yes.
to Earth.
I mean, she
Like
is.
this.
yeah,
like,
I mean-
that I was making her do that.
yeah, it's the
Tail out.
Caticorn has to come from somewhere, and it obviously isn't an Earth creature.
No.
So it's probably from some other planet, like
I feel like it
Xenu or
involves
something.
sliding down a rainbow.
Yes. Okay.
From Valhalla.
Yes. So we're offending
Crossing the Rainbow
Buddhists
Bridge.
and Nordic people.
It's
Yeah.
very much like Hedwig and the Angry Inch, where it's all the mythologies create the
Yes.
Caticorn.
Just make it sloppy. Throw it all in there.
It's intentionally made that way.
Yes.
All right, so she comes down. I'm a gender, like non-binary. Do we have a gender for the Caticorn?
They come down.
All right, they. That
I think-
opens it up to a lot of more possibilities in performers.
Exactly.
I don't think Caticorns have genders. I mean, we're
Yeah,
just
no.
gonna we're just
But
gonna
we're
wing it
beyond
on
that.
They're beyond the binary
Far beyond.
in Valhalla.
Yes.
So Caticorn comes down, meets a young girl, and
Yes.
they fall in love platonically, as you do with a Caticorn.
I mean, who
And
can resist this, you know?
yes, and she discovers humanity and all the weird things that humans do. And I like the idea of viewing humans through the eyes of a creature that just does not understand our customs. Like, why does this
What does the
human keep petting
Caticorn
me?
want? You know, like why is it here?
I think it's like one of those things where it doesn't have a drive aside from just to experience things, which is maybe it grows a drive through its 9 lives and different personas.
I was gonna go nefarious, but you guys are
Oh,
very positive. I mean,
oh,
Yeah,
well,
everyone's
I
I
world
didn't.
see. I
problems
was
different.
thinking, what
You're
if the
thinking
I
what if
little
mean,
the
the
shots.
villains are always
Caticorn
more fun, but
I
I
agree.
guess
I'm
we can
into
go
it.
positive.
No, I like negative better. I just didn't
what
want
if
to
the
ruin the
Caticorn thinks
Caticorn.
it's above everything and then it
Ooh.
has to experience the 9 lives to
Right,
realize
to
that
like learn its humanity, and maybe it becomes a real person by the end, like Pinocchio.
Yes. Okay. I'm in love with this specifically because every time you change, it can change genders. The Caticorn has no gender, none of the
Yes,
binary. It can
yes.
be a different performer. All right.
It's
So
part
what
of
happens?
learning the human experience.
Heck yeah. So Caticorn starts, Unicorn Cat interacts with humans. What happens to cause it to die or decide it needs to move on to the next life?
I feel like it has to be something like she's got to ascend somewhere, you
I
know.
don't want it to be like a violent thing, you know. Like
No.
No,
I don't want the
no.
cat. I don't want the Caticorn to die. I feel like it's more
What if it's like
vague.
adapts? Like it's suddenly in water and then it becomes the permaid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Evolution, right?
I love that idea. It's like instant evolution. So we're in a
I mean, kind
point.
of going backwards because I feel like, but
I
whatever,
mean,
you know, whatever
I don't think.
science, whatever.
I mean,
it's
cats
forward
don't
for
love.
Caticorns.
Yeah, because cats don't love water, and neither do unicorns, as far as I know about my history
But
of unicorns.
permaids like water, so
Mermaids love water.
Sure.
So let's just say the girl that it bumps into and it finds completely disdainful, as most cats would for humans.
it's just trying to
Decides
get away from the girl. The whole
yes,
first section is the girl loves the Caticorn and the Caticorn can't communicate, so it's just trying to get away.
and
It's
then
like whatever
eventually,
that Looney Tunes or whatever that girl
yes,
is.
that Tiny Toons. What was her
Tiny
name?
Toons. Yeah, okay.
Lila or something
She
like
squeezed
that.
them too hard.
Yeah, it's just like that, and eventually it gets away by jumping into a body of water.
The ocean, because then it becomes a mermaid and it meets catfish at the bottom of the ocean.
I feel like we're downgrading this poor Caticorn.
I mean, it's away from the human girl, so it's an
I
upgrade.
guess. I guess.
And they have to discover like the different kinds of creatures, even the horrific ocean creatures that us humans don't even understand yet. Then
What does it learn from this part of it
Yeah,
though?
I'm like, wait a minute, but we need to get back on track. She's
yes,
got
we
to
need
learn how to evolve into a human.
I
and
think it
may
needs to it
Oh,
learns something
you
in
know
the
how
water.
mermaids used to like rescue sailors and stuff,
oh yes.
right? Isn't that a thing?
I was
Yes.
gonna go dark with it, but I like that better.
Romance.
I was well what I like romance. Okay. It falls in love with a sailor. The mermaid falls in love with a stranded sailor and brings it back to shore
A
and
handsome
discovers
stranded sailor.
yes, but in this thing, the sailor doesn't love it back. So they're instead the little girl that wants to love but is being rejected.
And the
Yes, and
And
so
sailor
the creature has learned the value of accepting love, no,
yes.
from an unexpected source.
leaves and it chases it on land and evolves into the next form.
Okay, sailors, like when I think of sailors, I think striped shirts. I don't know why. Maybe that's old timey. So then it can
To be
become
played by this guy.
the striped cat to try to become more like the sailor.
Yes.
You'll love me not as a mermaid, but as a striped cat because you also have stripes. And it just is turned down at every spot. In fact, the sailor maroons it somewhere on just
Yes.
some uninhabited island. How many more cats we got?
I have more cats. I may have to
All
get
right.
up, but I still have one more cat here.
Oh,
I
that's a
can get
white.
more cats.
Okay, maybe he abandons it in Alaska, and it has to be like a polar cat.
A
Polar cat,
polar
yes.
cat. Yeah. And then I don't know. So I feel like we have a lot of like vignettes here.
Yes.
Yes.
What's like the ending, you know? Like
Where are we all headed?
yeah, like where is the story trying to go? Like what's the end? I feel
Um.
like the ending should be the Caticorn comes back as a Caticorn and finds the little girl
Oh,
grown up
definitely.
and
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, like the
like
cat, like not even grown up, elderly. Like it's been like nearly 80 years since
It's
the
like the
start of the
giving
story.
tree.
A little bit, but
yes,
the Caticorn learns love and rejection and all the things that bring it to humanity. And the Caticorn goes from this cold, callous kind of figure that's like doesn't understand it to being like, yes, you are important to me, and I'm important to you, and I'm glad to be here.
Just in time
Yes, before it died.
before it dies.
but there's like a daughter or something, and there's
Yeah,
more.
yeah, it ends
Oh yes,
slightly
and the old
uplifting.
lady can pass it along to her little granddaughter.
And
It's
maybe
in
that's the first
the
time the
value
cat
of family.
or the value of life because the Caticorn sees death in front of it.
Or the Catacorn walks the old lady back across the Rainbow Bridge.
Oh,
Yes. Oh my god.
oh.
I'm very big into this. So we have a
I
series
mean,
of
this has to
vignettes.
be like anime.
It feels like it. It kind of does.
Well, I'm imagining it like Julie Taymor style, where they're both human and cat at the
Oh,
same
you're going
time.
puppets. I was going animation.
I'm into
I mean,
animation too.
I could see animation. What was that one anime like musical we watched? I could see something like that.
Over the garden wall.
No.
Oh, Belle.
Bell, yeah. It was something like that, like
Yeah,
an
no,
actual
I'm.
anime style.
And in anime, you don't have to have plot, really. You just have to have a
Yeah, I
lot of pretty
know.
cool things happening.
Exactly.
It's true. And I feel like that's what we've got going on here.
Yeah, no, this is avant-garde for sure.
Oh, definitely, definitely. So
I
let's
kind of like
continue.
it. I feel like
I,
this is
I
pretty good.
I'd actually watch this. Um, so we got to go with the Arctic cat, the polar cat, where it finds its. I call this the lowest point moment, where the sailor
Yes.
abandons it in the Antarctic. There isn't a creature for miles, and it just has to adapt and deal with the fact of being alone and having nothingness and no connection be a possible outcome for its life.
But it finds a lone family that adopts it and takes it in and takes care of it right when
No,
it's
I
about
think
to
it should
freeze.
be. I think it should just be a lone fisherman, who also lost his family.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine too. That's similar idea.
Yeah, similar idea, but I think like someone that could also relay that isolation that they feel,
Yeah.
and they cure it for each other.
And then he brings it back to society
Yeah.
and we get the next iteration.
Yes. What would or the man's preparing to die, and then the cat develops to try to save this man and try to get him out of where they are, the dangerous situation they
That might be a heavy lift for a small cat.
are. Oof. Well, that's why it's got to transform into a
Yeah.
bigger cat. So, what would be the next cat iteration? What do we got, Amy?
What do we got? Hang on. I got more cats. I always got more. I mean, I
There's
have
more
real
cats.
cats.
We have more cats.
Yeah, this is literally how Andrew Lloyd Webber pitched Cats to everyone.
It's about cats.
Our Cats is about life and death on the Rainbow Bridge, but here it's a little bit more. I think there's more narrative here than there is to Cats. Oh
See,
my
that's
goodness,
perfect.
that
You
is
wanted a bigger cat.
that is a big boy cat.
I got the big boy cat.
That thing could float across the ocean.
Yeah,
Yes,
literally.
and it sails. Maybe the old guy gets sick,
And
and
they
the big giant cat sails.
I love it. I love
safety.
this idea so much. And I love the idea of
This
a
is where the
different.
cat has to learn about death, though, which
Yeah,
is it's sad. This is the sad part.
the
Oh
cat
man,
is not able to save the old man.
no.
Sadly enough, they try with all their might. They transform to the biggest cat they can, but sadly, nope. Old man
Just for
dies.
reference, the cat is just this big. It looks like a hippo cat.
It is the cutest thing, and just imagine a sad old fisherman dying on his back. So I'm actually really digging where this is going. You've got this giant lumbering cat forced to like bury an old man at sea. And the old man made the cat deliver something to his remaining family. Back
His
in.
sister,
There we go. I like that.
back at home, who turns out to be
The original
the
girl.
original girl.
Also, like just sneaking in, and this time, oh, hold on. He learns about death, and when the old fisherman dies, he sees the rainbow and the old man walking up the rainbow bridge to Valhalla.
The rainbow
So
is like it's a theme. It's a thing.
yes, like we see like rainbow imagery throughout. Like anime doesn't have to make sense. Just
Nothing
gotta
has to
be
make sense.
Birdie.
Musicals don't have to make sense either.
Yeah, look at Cats. So we got that, and then she also sees like the old lady die and decides, I want to settle down with this young girl, the daughter, the granddaughter of the original girl, and decides this is enough. This is a worthy life.
I
And
have
that's when it
found my
turns
peace.
back into the Caticorn.
Yes, back into the Caticorn and resolution. But in the moment of turning back to the Caticorn, all the different versions of the cats come together and sing in harmonies.
Well, yeah, no, you need a big finale.
The big,
Yes,
it's the big
it's
finish.
it's literally like Sunday from the end of Sunday in the Park with George, like with a cat corral, all coming together. Okay, that was actually I see this in my head, and I
Yeah.
see it like playing like off Broadway at the second stage or something.
I think it'd be like a really good like family event as well.
Yeah.
It's it's New Victory.
Oh yes. Who do we think would compose the score to this specific musical that we've pitched here?
I kind of feel like it's got to be like someone from the pop world.
Yeah, someone
Like a
that.
Taylor Swift. She likes a cat.
Oh my god. Oh
Taylor
my-
Swift was in Cats.
It's all
Yes, yeah,
connected.
that's right.
Would she
I feel like that
play
could
She
actually
would do
maybe
it.
work.
Would she play the Caticorn though? Like the original, and like nothing too stressful. She can't do a whole show on her back, but she could play the beginning and end Caticorn.
I can see it. And then
Yeah.
she could compose like some poppy type music, which I think would fit with what we're going with here.
Mhm.
I think
But we
this
also-
is like
It's the right vibe.
I think she might lean into the folk style for this. I feel like that would be like the thing she'd choose to do rather than like blank space.
yeah, I think folk music would be really good.
Well,
for
because
this.
we do have all these mythologies that we're jamming in there,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, since the Caticorn has no gender, let's pitch the cast of the rest of the Caticorns. So let's say the Mermaid Caticorn. Who do we
Well,
see? an
she's
actor
got to
in
be
that
a
role?
glamorous, a glamorous type.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, maybe MJ Rodriguez, Michaela J. Rodriguez. I feel like she'd be like a really good mermaid type. Or who else we got? Man, that I'm sold on that one. But then we could also do Sierra Bogus and make her a mermaid again.
Whatever you feel, Jess. I don't even know who you're talking about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you don't know
I am-
theater people.
I am not well versed in the musical theater star universe.
Well, that's fair, but we got to have another star for the fisherman, who's a small role, and then you get to sit off stage for a bunch of the story.
but
Josh
pivotal,
Groban.
because that's the one who has to break your the sailor or the fisherman.
I was thinking the sailor, or the fisherman, but the sailor we need like a dick in that role.
Yeah.
You need a lovable dick, a Gaston type.
Yes, exactly.
I almost feel like this wouldn't have theater people in it necessarily because
No,
I think that
especially
this
with
would be an
Taylor Swift.
animated film of some sort.
You'd get like a famous actor.
Yeah, we can get the movie
Yeah.
stars for this one.
I think this would be movie stars for
Plus,
the
it
like,
sells itself.
Caticorn.
I mean, who's
Yeah,
gonna-
I mean it's a big IP. Like people are gonna want to attach themselves to this.
Jeffrey
So.
Bezos, my good buddy, is behind.
Well, he's financing it.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be financed by Jeff Bezos.
It's
So I mean, I
Amazon
feel like
Studios, right?
I mean these are Amazon characters. So
Yeah, they own the copyright.
It's on Prime or whatever it's called. Yeah.
So Harry Styles as the sailor.
there's a lot of controversy there. I feel.
I mean, we all saw his wonderful performance in Don't Worry, Darling. He's great at accents, so we can really just throw him anything and he'll probably nail it.
The sailor
Probably.
has a Scottish accent.
Oh, obviously. What am I thinking? Chris Pratt.
Oh man.
He can do anything.
No, I feel like he's a little bit typecast as an Italian. So
Oh, you're right.
he's got that strong accent. So
Well, if we're gonna do Scottish, which is what you picked, maybe we could do Ewan McGregor or David Tennant if we're gonna go a little bit cheaper.
I like either of those honestly. But can either of them sing?
Ewan McGregor was in Moulin Rouge.
He was.
Yeah, I think he's a great choice then. I think that's great. I think that's
He can
great.
play a dick.
Yeah, a Scottish dick. Then we need like some old man character actor that everyone loves as the fisherman that can tear your heart out with just his voice.
Like the guy
And-
from Babe. What are we talking about?
Oh, that's what is that guy's name? I know who you're talking. I can see his face.
Cromwell or
James Cromwell, yes. When he's not getting arrested every other week, yes, I would love to see. I think he's perfect.
I haven't seen Babe in a long time.
Honestly, James Cromwell, stick with it. The farmer from Babe. That's so perfect. My God, I'm angry that how
And
good
that's how
that
you
choice
credit
is.
him. It's just like the farmer from
Farmer
he's,
from Babe.
he's playing that character, playing this role. So,
I think I got
um,
one last person we need, and that's the old lady at the end.
oh yeah, it needs to be. I was literally just about to pitch Angela Lansbury, but
I'm like, it can't be Angela Lansbury now. Dang
oh
it.
God, do we have any of those like beautiful like character actresses left? Like Jessica Lange is gone.
She's gone.
No, not Jessica Lange. Jessica Walters is gone, but Jessica Lange might work. She's still alive, isn't she?
Well, she's too glamorous.
Let's look it up.
She's alive.
She has to be alive. I see. Yeah, she's still alive somehow. Thank God.
She's still with us.
Maybe the girl that plays the girl from Insidious, Lynn Shay.
How about like a Cecily Tyson or someone?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm sticking with that one.
Like she's in her 90s.
That would be good. So if we're gonna make her the older lady who comes in and does it, who are we gonna get for the younger version of her?
I think
Maybe
it's
like
just some child actor. I don't
Storm
know.
Reed or something like that.
Some
I don't.
child.
Some
Some
child
child.
An
You just pull
innocent
him off the
child who has
street.
never done anything before because you need that fresh innocence.
that
Exactly.
producer's
Plucked
nephew.
off the sidewalk.
Yeah, it's the producer's daughter.
It's Jeff Bezos' daughter.
Yeah.
Does Jeff Bezos have kids?
It's Millie Sue Bezos.
Millie Bobby Bezos.
Exactly.
All right. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing this in on Amazon Prime within
We
the next
still
couple
have a
months.
couple more Unicats to get because we need Striped Cat and we need the big boy.
Well,
Are we getting
he's
stars for
this
all
guy
of
is
these?
just so handsome.
Yes. I think every time it needs to be a new star because you can market it with all these stars and they only have 30 minutes of voice time.
But
Yeah.
they are voice actors though. So are we looking for voice
Yeah, but
actors?
the attractiveness comes through.
Oh yeah. You can get it.
You can hear the handsome.
It's true.
So I'm thinking Sailor Cat. Oh god, are we gonna? Hugh Jackman would probably do it for
Oh, he
nothing.
would do it for free. You know.
Hugh Jackman would do it, and
You want me
especially
in a cat musical?
he would do anything to get back on in a musical
Yeah.
after what happened with Music Man.
Oh yeah. Okay, so he is the striped cat. After the Mermaid, and then Polar Cat. We need
have
like
Polar Cat.
honestly, I think we
But
need
we
like
needed a strong actor for this because this one goes through some transformation.
I think we need like an emo voice. So like Billie Eilish, she'd have like this really dour sounding song.
Yeah, and that's like a star power thing too.
Yeah.
I feel like
Shows
that
that
works
she could
really
do it.
well.
Either
Yeah.
that or Ingrid Michaelson. Those are my two choices.
I feel like Billie Eilish will sell the tickets.
You're right.
Isn't that what we want?
Absolutely, and that's
You're
like
right.
you can like top bill that like.
Oscar winner, Billie Eilish.
Oh my
And
god,
then-
where's Gaga? We don't have Lady Gaga in this.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Maybe she's the mermaid.
You know what? Mermaid, Lady Gaga. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Sorry, MJ
Right.
Rodriguez. Lady
No,
Gaga.
so the big cat, we need like a
Oh, Big
booming
Cat.
voice.
Josh Groban. Wait, that's
Oh,
also
too
the
much growth.
well, that's also the cat that has to have the sailor die on their back.
Yeah, so they
Like,
probably have to sing like a lament or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean that could work with Josh Groban, but I feel like he's almost become a meme of himself because of all the lamenting songs he sings.
How about like a John
I
Legend?
mean, that's why he's a great pick.
John Legend, actually, I'm
that
good with
works
John
too,
Legend. He would do it, and he's not the worst actor. He's not the best either, but he'll nail it.
He'll do. That'll do, pig.
No, oh, he says that line. That'll do, cat. That'll
That'll
do.
do.
Was there one more cat? I think that was it though.
I think we've covered the cats.
And then it comes back to the original.
But then it's back to the original, which
Yes.
is back to Taylor.
Yeah, we just go back to the original.
Tay Swizzle comes in and
T
does
Swizz.
and the cat pulls out a acoustic guitar and then sings us into the end credits.
Yes, exactly.
And my
With a
favorite-
like little secret vignette at the end, like they do.
No, in the end credits you see like the real actor dressed as their unicorn version, but like only
Yes.
half-assed, like for
Exactly.
when they're showing up.
Yeah,
All right.
all of them, just with cat ears.
It's like the Jerry Seinfeld B movie commercials.
Yes, exactly like that, Andrew. That's how you market this thing. I'm in love with this. I'm almost angry it doesn't exist right now. Can you tell me, Amy, what do you think will be the title of the big popular song that they're playing on the radio, sung by either probably Taylor Swift?
Okay. Let's see.
The song titles are always
Find My
hard.
Rainbow.
I love it. That hey, look at that. That sounds like a Taylor Swift song already.
That was actually pretty good. I wouldn't have thought of that.
And metaphorically, the lowest
Mhm.
point moment is when they're stuck in pure white.
And she can't find her rainbow.
It's like thematic. It like wow.
Oh my, like
This is
This
why
is
they pay me the
better-
big bucks.
This is better than like 90% of stuff out there right now. Like, we gotta call up Jeff. We have to get this made.
Jeff, you're sitting on a gold mine and you don't even know it. No, I can't get your hair plugs, but let's hear me out here.
All right, I think we did it. I mean,
yes.
that's it.
With minutes to spare, we did it. But last questions. What do you think the critics are gonna say about this opening weekend? Are they gonna lambast it, or is it gonna be a
No,
surprise
critics.
hit?
This is a critic darling.
You know what? I don't care what the critics say because it's going to be a cult classic hit
Okay, so
for
you think
generations.
okay, I think it's gonna be like one of those things where it does reasonable business in America, but it really takes off in China
No, it's going to be
and all
like
those
Rocky
other ones.
Horror. They're going to be in the theaters, like mouthing it in the costumes.
I think it's gonna be like the new, like the never-ending story or something like that. You know, it's gonna be that type of like fantasy whimsy, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be critic darling. They're gonna love it.
Well,
They're going to love it.
I can see that, but I also can't imagine audiences coming out open. It'll be like Encanto, where as soon as it hits streaming, then it takes off. And then
Well, this is
everyone's
going
like,
direct to streaming because this is just going straight to Amazon. So
Yeah, I mean,
no,
this
they'll
is
have a
in
2 week
the
theater
Amazon
period.
universe.
Yeah, right next to the Lord of the Rings TV show that no one's
Exactly.
watching.
my grandparents are watching that. So
Your
I'll
grandparents
have
will
you
watch
know.
this, and we'll all win the Oscar for Best Original Song because we're producers. So we'll stand up there with Tay Sway. Amy, this was absolutely lovely, and guess what? We made a musical, and no one can
Feeling
take
pretty
that away
good.
from us.
Feeling pretty good.
Something that didn't exist 28 minutes ago now exists, and people want to see it.
Everyone wants to see this.
I mean, don't
In
you?
spite of themselves.
They didn't know they wanted to see it until like 20 minutes ago, and then they were like, "Oh, damn it, I want to see this now."
Fuck, they pitched me on it. They did it again, them bastards. Amy, do you have any social medias you want to promote out there right now?
Oh, good grief. I mean, do I follow Frog and Peach Theater Company
yeah.
on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. There's Frog and Peach Theater channel on YouTube that has Tinkerbell Theater, which is like the kids' twisted fairy tales, which is lots of fun. Check those out. My stuff is just my private stuff. So, you know,
Oh, yeah, we keep
That's
that.
fair.
That's fine. That's actually healthy. You're doing it better than the rest of us who just throws it out there. But just so you know, until October 23rd at the Theater 71, 152 West 71st Street, you can see As You Like It live. You can buy your tickets on eventbrite.com or call 616-420-0037. They are playing Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays at 7:30 p.m., Sundays at 3 p.m., and they're having a special performance on October 19th, 2022 at 7:30 p.m.
Oh, I have
What
to
do
know
you-
what's special about it.
Yeah,
it's a
that's good
Wednesday.
question.
It's a,
It's an extra
Oh.
Wednesday.
That's
the
pretty
hump day
special.
shows. Those are the
Yeah.
special ones.
Mhm.
That's the one you bring your mother to. Just now that we made it to the end, tell us a little bit about the show and what makes it so special to you, Amy.
Well, I mean, it's As You Like It. It's Shakespeare. I
Yeah.
love Shakespeare. This company is really there to include people who feel like they cannot participate or enjoy Shakespeare because they're not wealthy or they don't have a PhD in English lit or whatever it is. That stuff just goes out the window. We make it affordable for everyone. Shakespeare is about people and caticorns like me and you, messy human beings. These are very universal, real things. It's great fun. It's for everybody. We will find a way to get you in the door. Whatever you can do, we will find a ticket for you. And it's a very joyful show. It's love and exile and friendship. And those things are certainly things that
all
I
the
think we
things
can
we
all
just talked about.
understand.
It's everything you loved about Caticorn put in
Yes.
Shakespeare.
Exactly. And there are songs.
Yeah, there are incredible songs. I listened to a couple of them. Thank you to the PR people. It's great. So thank you so much for joining us. If you can, please go see this show. As You Like It is one of Shakespeare's best, and it's a good time for everyone. Amy, is there anything else you want to say before we wrap this on up?
No, this was fun. I had no idea what I was getting into, but I'm glad I got into it.
Yeah, are you gonna show your daughter this?
Yeah, totally. She's gonna be like, yes, this is what I've been telling everyone all along.
No, they'll be like, Taylor Swift is miscast as a Caticorn. That is
I
wrong.
would be Caticorn. Let's be real.
All right, we'll see you next time on Musicals with Cheese.